I need to do something about it. So majority of the time people are not getting other notifications. So I'll just quickly show, I'll just kind of mention with you the rationals that I'm looking out for, the reason I'm checking out for trades, everything. So that is going to be the first agenda. And as I mentioned to you, once again, I'm checking out for long side opportunities. So now some of you would be wondering, like, why am I checking out for long side opportunities when the price has already picked up? Okay, so that could be one probable question that you guys would have, that why am I still looking out for long side opportunities when the price has already picked up in value? Okay, if you have any questions, you can feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions always. Okay. So this is the chart of crude oil, MCGB1, Indian markets. Now I'll show you the international charts. So many of our friends had already entered the trade. Many of our friends had already entered the trade. They have actually got some good gains, I suppose, because it has already given some amazing moves. Right. Now I'll just take out the international charts. So just have a look at the international charts right now. So this is the I'll take in the 15 minutes time frame. So how does US 30 look? So US 30 is still looking strong to me. And as far as crude is kind of concerned, so recently we kind of actually see uh, some news kind of coming in that oil has hit the multi-year high, profit booking expected to start, things like that. So for that, we actually saw some sort of a small dip. Okay. So for that, like a temporary dip, like I can't call it as a dip, but a temporary halt was actually seen as far as the move is kind of concerned. But my personal perception is that again, crude is going to pick, and I will be interested or keen on checking out for opportunities based on crude oil prices actually closing above these levels. Okay, crude oil prices actually closing above these levels, and I'll set up my stop loss below this. Okay, so that is actually my plan. Okay, to kind of actually check out for long side opportunity, and the risk is just going to be around 10 points. Okay, the risk in this particular trade is kind of actually going to be just around 10 points, and I'm still bullish on crude. Fine. So this is what I'm checking out for, and what do you say? Yeah. So as far as you guys actually know, US 30 is also kind of actually picking up in value. So this is one another rationale that I'm looking into. Okay. So US 30 is also kind of actually picking up in value. So this is also one rationale that I'm interested. Okay, so let's kind of see if we are getting an opportunity. Oops. It'll be fast. Oh my god, like, did I miss out on it? See guys, I'm not in the trade.
Hi, sir. Is this the 5 minute time frame?
Yeah, this is the 5 minutes time frame that we're looking into. But see the levels, all these things has been studied in the larger time frame. Okay. Right now what we're looking is 5 minutes time frame itself, but then what we have studied is the larger time frame.
Okay.
Okay. So let the price actually just kind of take a dip. Based upon this high breakout, then I can go for a buy. Okay. So US 30 is still looking strong, no questions on that. So US 30 is actually kind of continuing to look pretty strong itself. No questions on that. So let's see if crude can actually take off. So this looks like these levels are kind of actually being respected. So let's see. Let's kind of actually just wait for this candle to close and let's kind of actually see for the next candle to form. So based on that, we'll take out our position. Okay. The US 30 once again is still looking strong. No questions on that. Baba Ramdev's Ruchi Soya share has clocked 96% returns in 2 months. Yes, how? Okay. Guys, I'm placing a buy order at 5058. Okay, we are placing a buy order at 5058, and we are kind of actually keeping a 10-point stop. You know why 10-point stop, right? So 5058, a buy order has been punched. Yeah, please ask your questions. Feel free to ask questions. So stop loss has been kept at 5048. So we are yet to get a fill, guys. So we are not yet in the trade. So 5058, the order is actually kind of pending. So we're not in the trade. Okay. So another 2 points dip, that is like we had. Okay, we're coming. Not yet. Not yet. You're not yet in the trade. Still pending. Western Texas Intermediate. Oil stocks fell by 6.9 million barrels and expects further draws in coming months. Okay. So further draws are kind of actually being anticipated. That is what the news is all about. No, we are not yet in the trade. Still waiting to get a fill.
Sir, what is the red line?
Which red line? This one. That is VWAP. In fact, okay, we are in the trade. Okay, we have got an entry. Your question is what is the red line, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Got it.
red line is a
Got it.
VWAP line. VWAP.
Oh, okay. Sir.
See, I don't use the VWAP. Okay. This chart is actually Indian market chart. No, that's right. I don't have a look at VWAP. So right now we are in the trade, guys. So now we need crude oil to fly from here, and that would be a very good start for directional trading in the for this day, if it happens. Or is it going to take out my stop?
So what is the target?
See, this is just like a 10-point stop that I have kept. Okay. And as far as the trade is kind of concerned, the trade is actually very aggressive. Okay. So this particular position that has been initiated is honestly kind of pretty aggressive because the stop is kind of pretty close. Now, so you know that like when crude oil kind of actually gives a move, the moves are kind of actually pretty like 20-30 points. And if crude is kind of actually capable of giving an upside move, I'm actually anticipating something better than that even. So my goal would be on to trail on every significant move. Like my goal would be to trail on. Okay. So as far as the risk, so I just need like a 10-point move on the upside to mitigate my risk. Suppose that I'll keep trailing. So that would be my goal. So right now the price is trading at 5055. So we just need US30 to pick up further, and that would actually help drive crude further on the upside. Okay, now let's quickly track the international markets charts. Okay, this is how the charts look like. So right now, since all these studies, all the stuff has been done, let's get into the shorter time frame. Let's get into the 5-minute charts. Kuwait could be set for another summer of surging crude burn in its power plants with electricity demand already at record high. So those are some streaming news that is coming in. Like so Kuwait is having, so you know, right, like right now it is summer season. So they're kind of saying that okay, there's going to be a very good demand for WTI. Crude oil, LNG fueled Aframax tankers time chartered to, what is this? Sakhalin. Okay, increased domestic natural gas production and export capacity keeps America's energy secure. Okay, that's not something good. Natural gas vehicle market demand expected to reach 38,000. Okay, that's also not so good. Okay, so let's see. Anyways, we are on the trade. We have defined our risk. Okay. Let's hope for the best. Stick with our systems. Guys, like which screen are you seeing right now? The one with US30 or the one with Indian charts?
US30.
US30. Okay, okay. Fine. So I have actually taken a trade against RSI divergence. Okay. So RSI is kind of actually giving a negative side divergence, which is basically a short side trigger. I had taken a trade against it. There are like too many slots. No. Basically, I have taken a position against RSI divergence. So I have taken a trade against the confluence right now.
For RSI, it should go above 60, right? To go
Yeah.
upside.
So ideally, it should be above 60. That is when the buying momentum would be there. So that's what I said. Like my trades have been against the confluence. Okay, but then like I kind of actually feel it to be a good opportunity, considering the fact the risk is only 10 points, right? So even if this trade kind of actually goes to a failure, if I'm capable of capturing a 10 points for the day, that would mitigate the risk. So that is kind of more or less fine for me. Okay, so that's what I said. Like the risk, I personally can mitigate it pretty soon. That is my rationale. Okay, come on, come on. Okay, come on, break the high. Okay, guys, like just another 2 points and my risk. My God, this guy. Another 2 points and my risk is mitigated. No 2 points. sorry, and another 5 points. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, now it's kind of taking for a small dip. Come on. Yes. Yes. This could be mitigated pretty soon, guys.
Based upon the RSI, can we predict, or are you using any indicator for this?
See, man, this is not an indicator and all. This is actually there. See, I'm kind of actually working on some rule-based system, so that is why these things are there. Like honestly speaking, over here basically like no RSA, nothing is considered. Only thing is it was there on the screen. Okay. Okay. Again, my God, huge rejection coming in. What is this? So almost like it was done with an 8-point move. So risk was almost mitigated. Like a huge rejection happens to come in. My God, what is this? So is crude going to ditch us? So our risk was kind of more or less mitigated over here. Okay, this just got mitigated. After that, a huge rejection has come in. So it's something that worries me. In fact, oh my God, it's kind of just approaching. We're kind of down from our entry. Like it's quite unfortunate. What is happening? I'm kind of looks crazy, right? This kind of more or less looks crazy, guys. Like huge volume. You look at the volume that took place. Okay, so yeah, I honestly don't like trading at times like these. There's kind of like too much craziness taking place. But since we have been in the position, it's best that I stick on to that. Stick on to it. Just a second. So, how many of you think price could actually pick up further? This is kind of a huge volume. Like now, we kind of actually just need to figure out for ourselves if this is just going to be a trap or not. That's the thing. Like whether this is kind of actually just like a trap or is it something sensible? Sensible. Okay. Guys, like, do you mind if I just put myself on mute and just go for a call? It's fine, right? Yeah. So let's see what happens, guys. Like, it might take some time. So I'm getting some calls also. I guess I'll just attend to those calls. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. See, volume is kind of good, and my outlook is still continuing to be bullish. Okay. Let's see how it goes. So, guys, like, I'll just have some calls to attend. So. Okay, so if the risk is kind of being mitigated, I'll think about trailing. So else nothing. It's kind of some crazy volatility, guys. Some sort of absolute crazy volatility. See, US 30 is kind of actually taking a dip. So that's something that concerns me right now. Okay. So guys, so we'll just take a quick break. So I'm not ending this meeting. So we'll keep on recording the screen. Okay. So I'll just be back. I'll be here only. Like the screen is actually being streamed, so you can actually watch out. Meanwhile, if you want to take a break, you can also take a break. I'm just putting myself on mute. Okay. Nothing much to do now. This is kind of actually like pretty close to our stop loss right now. Okay, the trade is actually pretty close to our stop. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. So guys, so right now it is kind of actually looking like a range play. So you can have a look at US 30 and crude oil. So seems like US 30 after taking a small dip is once again trying to form a new high. Now let's see how the reflection is on the crude oil, howsoever. Okay. So right now we are kind of actually 3 points down from our entry, but it's not at all a loss. Okay. So crude is kind of actually just playing his game.
Hello. Hari sir, what should be the RSI? Can I know just because you have given some
Yeah.
60, 40.
See, RSA, like usually when the RSA values are above 60, so some buying momentum is usually seen. Okay. You can actually say that the momentum is actually kind of comparatively good. So right now there is no momentum. So RSA values are like lesser than 62. So usually when the
Okay.
RSA values are kind of above 60, those are the times when we kind of actually see some pretty good momentum. Okay. It is not just in this. So it can be considered as a reference in any particular market. And you
Okay.
can check
What
out
should be the oversold?
what?
Oversold.
No, oversold, overbought, that is only the theoretical thing, man. It doesn't work. Okay, don't waste
Okay.
time. So that is what we see in YouTube. Buy, sell above 70, buy below 30. Sorry, something like that. No, I forgot actually. How was it? Overbought and oversold. So oversold means you should buy it, and overbought means you should sell it. That's the rationale, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't work. It's rubbish.
We can use this indicator for our reference, right? In case if above 60 goes right, we can make it as buy, right? In this scenario.
The RSA actually, RSA divergences are much more better. Okay, in fact, like RSA divergences work better. So in this case, like I had taken a trade against RSA divergence.
Okay. The value should be 60 and 40, right?
Yes,
As per your
is
analysis.
what I observed. Like that is what I have studied.
Okay.
Don't you mark levels on US 30 and US 30? see, like we can see from the chart, no, like it doesn't make much more sense in me marking something over here. Like, evident on the screen. Like marking is just an extra effort, right? Yeah, definitely I do, man. Like I mark pen lines and stuff, but like I know I don't have like much to mark. So once again, our crude is actually at cost. Like wherever we have entered, that's where it is. So I wish US 30 is capable of breaking this high, and along with that, crude is also capable of picking up really good. That is for my wish. Let's see how it goes. So this is like playing like really dead. Can you make use of pivot point in crude? Honestly, like I have not tried it for a long time. So like almost like 1-2 years back, I had tried it out, but honestly, that was not really useful. So I kind of actually tried testing out a system. You keep a 15 point stop loss. Okay, so you always kind of actually keep a 15 point stop loss, and you kind of actually uh, go for a buy every time a pivot level breaks. You go for a sell every time a pivot level breaks, something like that. Okay, but then it really doesn't work. I had tried out a system, but then it's not consistent. So it was working for some time, but then it's not something that you can depend upon. Okay, so like we need to adapt according to the markets, right? So right now I have completely stopped using it. So let's see if we can see some good moves right now. Guys, like the momentum. So if price can't kind of actually take a good move now, then there's kind of almost no point in sticking onto this trade. So if US 30 is capable of forming a higher high, and if crude oil is not capable of following the footprints, then there is no point in sticking onto this trade. Okay, like if crude oil is actually looking weak as compared to US 30, is not capable of picking up alongside with the US 30, there is kind of absolutely doesn't make much sense for me to stick onto this trade. So let's see how it goes. So I wish US 30 actually breaks the day's high pretty soon, and crude oil is also capable of giving a move. And if that really doesn't happen, then it's better I wind up my positions and stop. And guys, like, how many of you are there on Clubhouse? How many of you are there on Clubhouse? Okay, none of you are there on Clubhouse. Okay. So in fact, like we're kind of thinking about starting a Clubhouse channel where we can actually uh, discuss different things, talk. Okay, I don't know how useful it is going to be. See, and see, guys, like there is one guy who created a fake Clubhouse account for Live Long Wealth. Okay, so we ourselves didn't have an account, and he created one. So, but we spoke with him, so he kind of deleted the account. And so before somebody else creates, we thought, okay, we'll create it ourselves. Right, that'll be better. Okay, you want to see the Indian chart? See Indian chart, nothing is there, man. Like same only. They're just above our entry. Last year also there was every year, not last year. Every month there is a guy. Okay, last year the guy what he did was he said that he collected money from people in the name of account handling. Okay, he collected money in the name of account handling from people pretending to be me. Okay, and that was an 18-year-old kid. That's a funny thing. Then after that, there was a college student from Bangalore. Okay, so what he did was that he kind of once again he did something like this. He created a fake profile, and he was trading in like he collected money for something like crypto, all this stuff. So every time there is one or the other guy, what to do? Oh, Amazing. Yes. So guys, like we probably would be kind of reaching our break even, hopefully. And if that happens, then I'll kind of think about trading towards my entry itself. And I'll think about riding it. Okay, because another 10 points, that is a 2 hour. Okay, and that would be a wonderful start for me for directional trading for the week. So let's kind of actually see how it goes. Okay. Russia's ideal oil refining capacity seen down 19.5% in July. Okay. Aditya, you have a very good memory, man. Like even I was gradually forgetting about that guy. So you reminded me of him. So lucky guy, like he passed 12 without writing bombs. 5067. Okay. So another, okay, guys, like so our 10-point risk is done. So whatever we have risked in this particular trade is done. Okay. So what shall I be doing now? So shall I trail towards my entry because I'm safe? Yes or no? Shall I be risk free? Or shall I cut at 1 hour? What do you think? Okay. So I just wanted to tell you one thing very important. US 30 is taking a dip. Due to the very same reason, I had to come out of my trade at a 1 hour. Okay. So this looks kind of pretty dangerous to me. So we're just squaring off our trade, guys. So capturing like a 12 points by, okay, better than that. Okay, let's hold on. 5070 is the current traded price. See, US 30 dipping is something that concerns me at this point of time. Guys, we are done with the 2 hour. Okay. Almost a 2 hour, and that's it. So yes, guys, 5077 we have come out. Okay. So out of the trade at 5077. Okay, let it go. It doesn't matter. So because the confluence is actually against me. Okay. So confluence is kind of actually against me, almost every single thing. Okay. Now, as far as this particular trade is kind of concerned, so we had taken a risk of 10 points. Okay. So our entry, as you know, was at 5058. So our average entry was at 5058. And we had gained like 19 points by risking 10 points. That is something like 19 divided by 10, 1.9 hour. Okay. So that is a good start, right? That's a good start for directional trading. So how many of you were in this trade? Like how many of you were able to take this trade? Please unmute yourself and answer. Come on, guys. Please unmute yourself and answer. No one was not able to make it. Okay. So fine. So in the sense like I didn't take today. Okay. So more or less, it's kind of actually good. it was kind of actually a good start for the directional trading for the week. Okay, and then what I just wanted to say, we captured 19 points. So I guess altogether, like over the last 3 weeks, we have captured together now some around 120, 130 points, right? That's great. So yes, I guess now I'm just leaving. I'm just kind of leaving for some work. So thank you. So I guess all of you had some learnings from today's meeting. Thank you all. Have a great day. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Please ask. So if you have some questions, feel free to ask. So Lokesh, could you unmute yourself? That'll be better.
Hello, sir.
Hi Lokesh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Sir, yes, sir.
yeah. Tell me, man. Like, what is your question basically?
Sir, actually, I've been following crude for last 6 months, sir.
Okay.
So how can I start trading crude, sir? Like, what should be the capital and how can I start?
Okay. So like, as you know, like in this particular trade, the risk taken was like 1,000 rupees per lot. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you want to kind of actually trade it in a proper manner, you need at least like a 50K capital. So where you
Yes,
can.
sir. I'm thinking of starting it with 80K, sir.
Okay, so then you will be kind of actually taking a risk of 2% per trade, and if you go wrong, you would kind of actually end up losing 2% of your capital. If you want to risk 1% of your capital, you would actually need 1 lakh capital.
Okay.
And see, on average, the stop that I kind of actually take in crude is around 20 points. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so on average, the stop that we kind of usually take on crude oil is around 20 points. So as
Okay.
far as that is particularly concerned, yeah, 20 points is kind of actually more than sufficient. Something like a 1 lakh capital would be required. But then, as you know, in Motilal, like if you're trading on Motilal, your
Yes, sir. I'm doing more, sir.
margin utilized is actually going to be only, what do you call it? 12K. Okay, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, it is only 12K.
Yes. Yes.
I would highly recommend you have something like a, yeah.
1 lakh.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I personally would recommend you have like a 1 lakh, but without 1 lakh also you can do. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But then, like, what do you feel about crude? Does it respect price action really good?
No, sir. I follow support and resistance level, sir.
Okay, it kind of actually respects levels price action really well, right? What do you feel
Yes,
about?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
But I am trying to concentrate on price action nowadays, sir.
yeah,
Soon I will make it, sir.
that is good. See, price action is more than sufficient. Price action
Yes, sir.
is more than sufficient to trade crude.
Yes, sir. I'm working on it. Soon I will start trading.
On your risk management emotions also, like, see,
Yes, sir.
honestly speaking, how many of you would have actually stayed for a trade for this long? So someone who's trading equity, like it would be very difficult because you guys are actually used to quick entries, quick exits, right? If you're someone who's
Yes.
fully into equity, like if you have kind of got into a plan, just stick with the plan. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
So in this particular trade, we came out with a 2R, 1.9 R to be specific. But then, like, so the reason I had kind of taken out an exit is because, see, US30 is kind of actually taking a good dip, took a good dip, and crude was picking up. So I really don't wanted to stick onto the trade. Okay. So now it's kind of completely up to you. Like, just devise a system that you feel you can actually operate on a very comfortable manner. Stick with it. As simple as that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So, like, because of God's grace, like over the last 2-3 weeks, whatever trades we have traded together all ended up winning. So, is there someone who has attended all the live trades in crude? Is there someone? Not even a single person. Okay. So, and we kind of, yeah, server police there. So, God's grace, like all were winning or break even. So, we didn't have any losing trades, right? So, whereas like all the trades in the last 2 weeks that we had done in equity, apart from 1 or 2, everything ended up losing also. So that is why. So now you kind of actually understand why I have stopped equity intraday and I'm focusing more on commodities because this is giving some better trending moves. And why should I be wasting my time hitting stop losses on equity intraday, right? So yeah, yes. So any other questions you can feel free to ask. So,
Hello, sir.
yeah, hi.
This is Shiva, sir.
Yeah, hi Shiva.
Sir, what I am observing is that mornings it's kind of very slow
Yeah.
movement in crude.
Yeah.
Is it better to avoid mornings and
Yeah, man. Morning you do short styles. Okay. You
Okay.
check out for some direction moves on index. You check out for your swing, divergence stuff. Come back in the evening. Trade crude in the evening.
Around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock like that?
Not 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock when you get an opportunity, because that is when the momentum happens.
Mostly, I think after 5 o'clock only
Yeah,
it's
when the
happening.
international markets are active, right? That's why.
Whatever I took trades in morning and afternoon, I am losing, sir, in crude. That's I think.
That is because crude usually kind of maintains a choppy structure in the morning. See, I guess I have specifically mentioned like crude is kind of actually preferred for working employees. Why? Because that is when the moves also happen in the crude oil markets. Right. So let's see. Okay.
One more thing.
Yeah.
One more thing is that once we have took the trade, it's better not to change the plan rate in middle.
So that obviously, man, like if you have taken a trade, that is based on a plan, no?
Hmm.
Then so if I kind of take the trade and I change the plan, then what is the point in making the plan?
What's the mistake I am doing is that now we took the trade, right? I didn't took, but the structure is kind of choppy and very volatile. I kind of exits. That's what I think maybe
You
I'm
had entered the
doing
trade.
mistake.
You had entered the
No, no. This time I haven't entered. Previously, the same kind of situation happened.
Okay.
I have entered in middle, then again it shoot up.
Okay. See, obviously, let me just tell you, you guys see the more number of trades we take with the system, the more comfortable we get with it. Okay.
Okay.
So, how long it will take you to get comfortable, that will depend. That will kind of actually depend on the person, how much screen hours you are spending, everything.
No.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, it is all about risk reward ratio. You guys know that, right? So, none of us are predicting the markets over here. And none of us can predict the markets also. All what we could do is we can actually check out for systems where we can easily capture a 1:2. And if we are capable of capturing that 1:2, and if we are, if you can stay on the green side, then what else do you want? That's it. Okay. So
Thank you.
yeah, I guess we can wind up for the day, guys. That's it. That's all about it. So thank you. Have a great day. See, guys, like I just wanted to ask you some questions. Okay. I was kind of actually thinking about building up our YouTube channel. So, do you have any suggestions on that? In the sense, like some content that we could actually put into? Okay. Yeah. So, Sarvapalli, like, what do you want to mention? Please speak up.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good, man. What about you?
Yeah, I'm good. Some introductory contents where a lot of people can see, so that a lot of people will start to comment, so that we get a lot of ideas. I feel.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
each one has got a different style. That's what I am. I am very new to the markets, but I am observing a lot. I'm trying to be in the market. So I'm not taking any trades, but I'm just observing. I'm just doing paper trades and observing.
So were you there for all the trades that we took?
Yeah. I was there for all the trades which we took since last week.
Okay.
Since the lockdown was there, I was kind of free, so I was able to completely stick to
Did
my.
you count the points? Did you count the points?
No, I didn't count the points, but we did a good thing. We did not lose much.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing.
Exactly.
So I understood one main thing is risk management is very important.
Because ultimately that's the key. Whatever you do.
So even if I take a losing trade, we should not lose our capital. So that's the main thing which I learned.
Exactly. So now I just wanted to tell you something. So now if US30 is capable of picking up, right, crude can actually pick up even further.
Yeah, but now Dow is picking up actually.
Dow is actually picking up, but then like now for me, if I want to enter a trade, my stop loss is once again going to be the same. So it doesn't make sense for me to go.
Okay.
So that's it. So yes, man, thank you. So thank you, guys.
Yes. Thank you.
So let's see for other opportunities also. Thank you. I guess like tomorrow we can actually kind of do strategies together. Today was a smooth day, but then I was not free today morning. So let's see. So thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you.